We are going to try and make this very quick because you are the season one. You don't need to do everything that I said last year if you don't want to. The handbook is on Sports Engine. So yes, we are going back to Sports Engine. Yay. We tried Jackrabbit. We thought it was going to be great. It was all hyped up. It was going to give us all these great features. Okay, some of it was great, but some of it wasn't. Most of all, it was not customer friendly. And we kind of ran into some glitches. So we worked with Sports Engine this past summer and negotiated a new contract and got a better rate than what Jackrabbit gave us. So those technical fees are now going to go back to the admin fees like they were before. Your ACH fee, minute compared to what Jackrabbit offered. So we're able to save you some money, and we think that the features they added this past year after a few people left, we think it's worth going back and giving it a shot. So hence why we got that email to get back into your account. If you had an account there, it wasn't deleted, but you have to register them. So we cannot register them because you need to register them so that all your policies pop up and you sign your policies and then you put in your payment information, however you want it to come out. We don't want to assume that it's the same as Jackrabbit, and we cannot put in your credit card information. You guys do. So your August tuition will come out of Sports Engine tomorrow because almost everybody as of today was switched over.
Here you go.
All right. Sports Engine, yay. All right, what is Excel? You know it is Excel, but last year we added a level, we added DP. It went great. We love DP. Gave our girls some great opportunities, some really great meet experience. So we will be continuing with our DP level. So we're going as high as we're going bronze, silver, gold, platinum. Then we're done, and then it's on to DP levels. So level 7, level 8.
Level 9.
Registering with USAG. First time ever, right now, every single gymnast is registered with USAG.
Woo!
First time. Thought it was going to be really slick. Today I was going to go in, register for all our meets because we have all our credentials. And as of tonight at midnight, they expire. So I'm like, oh, I'll get in today. Because it expires at night tonight, when the meet happens, they will not let me register you. So
It was a good try.
I'll be registering you at probably 1 o'clock, 1:30 when I have my safe sport done. All right, we'll get in. Level advancement, you know the drill. All right.
Hi, Amanda.
May through August season. So what are we in right now? For our bronze and silvers, they are fine-tuning their routines. Silvers are here fine-tuning those routines. Gold, plat, DP, they are ramping up their skills the best they can be. And they'll start fine-tuning their routines soon. September through December. For silver, you're going to compete 4 meets, and then you're going to have your state meet. And then DP is going to have 1 meet in December. Gold and plat will not. Your season won't start until January. January through April is when the rest of our gold, plat, DP meets will happen, and we will have 1 away meet for our bronze and silver, and that meet will be at the Wisconsin Dells. So,
Yay.
April through May, then we're back to postseason. All right, so real quickly, these are all the default policies that you've already signed. So I'm assuming because you are a seasoned member and because you
Thank God, huh?
decide, hey, they can do it, they can't do it. Now remember,
I-
it needs to be specific.
When we were looking
The
at
more
getting meat feast
specific,
together,
the
it's
better
actually
for us to
pretty
do.
cheap.
Once
Flight
again,
and hotel.
we
Got
don't want to make
Expedia.
those decisions on what they can and cannot do. That's up to the doctor. So make sure your notes are coming in. Make sure you're getting them the
Is
right
where you
person.
stay.
I am
Like
not
if
the
you
right
wanna look
person.
at it.
Your coach is the right person.
Like we don't have to rent a car. You're gonna walk across the street.
So get your slips to your coaches. Communication. We'll talk a little bit about getting your communication on the right track. So in your booklet, in your handbooklet, and you'll see it all on Go Motion because you'll have to sign it at the end today. It'll tell you if you need help with sports engine things, anything with sports engine, email help. So just think, help is going to help you. That is our admin team. They are taking care of everything on sports engine. They are taking care of billing. If you need to report an absence or an injury or something about your gymnast, those emails should go to your coaches. Also in the back of the handbook, you are going to have your coaches' emails and who they are and what levels. So email coaches. If there's an absence, we really like you to email the lobby and your coach. Because if the coach is coming in and they didn't see that last minute email, our lobby attendant is, and they know why they're absent, and therefore then they can relay it to your coach. Grips and grips. Lots and lots of girls getting grips. Rips happen even with grips. So I know that a lot of you that are experiencing all these rips, and you think you're going to get grips because then you won't rip. That's not the case. We don't want you to get grips until you got your what? Yeah. Rips are hard progress, and it shows you're working hard. All right, here we're in the process. I think you girls are doing a good time, or a good job. I think our coaches are handling it really well. Yes, we are seeing a lot of big skills here. A lot of big skills. And yes, with that comes fear. And coaches know what you can and cannot handle, and trust them. And I want to trust you. If you're still scared and you're still fearful to try a skill, you need to tell your coach. Right? Tell them. Don't hold it inside. I need you to work it out with them. You're big kids now. It's your responsibility to tell them. Don't be afraid. Oh, they're going to be so mad that I don't want to do it. Maybe they'll be frustrated because they've been working through you with it and they believe in you. But you know what? You've got to tell them. We don't want you whipping out these skills, and we don't want you feeling unsafe. We need you to communicate with your coach. Thumbs up, gymnast. You understand? Hard work. Hard work beats talent, but talent doesn't work hard. You gotta work hard. We all know that. And you all are. I think the summer is going great. Growth mindset. Change that I can't to I can't now. Right? You will. Work hard. So let's just continue that growth mindset. All right, team participation. We want to talk about bringing healthy snacks. Healthy snacks does not mean Doritos.
Better than nothing.
Bar Cheryl. Oh, and trust me, I love them. That is my go-to. I would eat chips all day long. Okay. Well, we want a healthy snack. Okay? Your body needs to be fueled with some good things when you're doing a long practice. So if your practice, Silver, I don't think you have a snack break. But if your practice, they do? Okay. So if your practice constitutes a snack break, use it wisely. Put some good things into your body. Good things in, good things out. Let's see some healthy snacks. We're going to have a little competition this school year season for healthy snacks. And it'll pay off.
Not only when you're here, like before you get here.
Before you come, because then it is in your system. Headaches and not a lot of energy, it comes from both of those things. So,
Absolutely.
lots of water.
The very first thing I will do if I'm feeling sluggish or have a headache is pound that water. Right? It does your body good. Okay, I've said it. Now I'm going to say it in front of parents, so thank you for the reminder. In this gym, you need to bring
Oh my God, they're all straws.
not these. Not these. We want you to start bringing non-spillable mugs. Okay? They spill. I can show you lots of stuff. We don't want to stop gymnastics to clean up spill of anything. And the only thing we want to see coming into the gym is what?
Water.
I know bubblers taste good. I know they're fun.
I can't believe your mom.
I know it's
I'll
all
let you
cool.
Stop before
But-
Friday 8 o'clock practice
Okay.
at Starbucks.
Drink it before you come here. Have it after you leave here. But while you're in the gym, water's best. Water, water, water. Okay? So, I'm going to start cracking down and making sure we're being healthy and we're being mindful. All right, parent expectations. Okay. Have your kids here. Communicate if there's ever a problem. Please, please, please. Don't go to each other. Come to us, your coach, your admin, to me. Come to us. Work it out. Don't let it go on and think, oh, maybe it'll get better. Just come to us. Almost every time that parents or the gymnasts come to us right away, it's a simple solution. It's maybe just miscommunication, and all you need is a simple, well, this is why. And it's like, oh, you know, lots of times our frames of thinking are right here. And all of us, we're trying to think way outside the box about everything that's going on. And sometimes we don't see that, and so when we remind you, well, it's because of this. It's an easy solution. We're not perfect. Never will be. We're always striving to be better. So please, if you have a problem, we want to hear about it, we want to work it out with you, we want to solve it right away. All right, you know how meets work. They're not changing. Same thing. Be early. We like when we're early, right? Get all those jitters out. Do your routine. The thing that you do to work out your nerves. Do all that, but be there early. We've seen a couple times when you're coming in late and we're rushing, you don't start out with a good feeling. So come early. Competition and rules, it really hasn't changed, except they are really cracking down. I have to tell you, I received another email for this upcoming season from Minnesota USAG reminding us, tell your parents, do not approach the gymnastics floor during a meet. If the judges see it, the judges will take points off our team score. They'll do it, and they have done it. And I can't tell you how many times I have said it, and we still have parents coming right up to that gymnastics floor, grabbing their gymnast's attention and calling them over. No more. We've got to be considerate of the USAG rules. They're there for a reason. Once your child hits that floor, we want their focus to be on what they're supposed to do for safety reasons, for their good mindset. They don't need to be worrying about mom and dad or grandma and grandpa taking pictures. No, if they get a good, no. That's not safe for them. It's not good for them. What's right for them is to be there. Let your coaches handle it. If the coaches need something from you, they'll come get you. They'll find you, and they know how. Don't approach the floor, and especially when they're on beam and they're competing, and you want a good picture. Now we want you to film. We want you to take films. Stay out of their sight zone. And if you're only a little bit off from their sight zone,
That's almost even worse because they can still see you. So now they're not looking straight down the beam. Now they're looking off to the side. Where do you think they're going to fall? Right? Don't let them see you take the videos. Don't be right there. Be incognito. Wear a mask. All right. Gymnasts. Okay, we still are going with the no nail polish. No jewelry. No dangly jewelry. If you got to wear studs, fine. But no dangles. No necklaces. No bracelets. Somebody had to take a deduction last year. If you have those bracelets that are like, what are they? Permanent bracelets, you're gonna tape it. You can put a piece of athletic tape around it. But if they see that bracelet, they're taking a deduction. And we don't wanna be worrying about that right before you compete. So, if you have a permanent jewelry around your wrist, you need to put a piece of athletic tape around your wrist before you come to the meet. Capiche?
Yes, the hair binder.
A hair binder is,
Yeah.
yeah, a hair binder can get a deduction.
I know it seems weird, but it's a distraction. The judges only want to be paying attention to what they're supposed to be doing, paying attention to. Pointed toes, straight arms, form, angles. They don't want to lose their concentration on
And like that one gets
bracelets.
caught on something and it's a safety.
Yep, and the safety issues. So, yep. It's not meant to be mean. We want your undergarments to match your leotard. So, last year, it was fine. You had fine undergarments for leotards, and it's the same leotards this year. Parents, talked about rules of conduct for parents at meets, no flash photography. You are seasoned pros at these meets. Tuition and payment policies, those fees under Jackrabbit, we can't get around them. So for late fees and for insufficient fund fees, those are still going to be across the board. So if any of you know, oh my goodness, by the 7th of the month, my payment isn't going to be good. What do I do? If you want to take the late charge, that's fine. But if you want to work it out and say, hey, one-time exception, can you do this? But you can't contact us the evening before. It's not going to work because admin's not going to be able to do those things. If you know way ahead of time, reach out. We can work with you. We can do something to make those things happen. But please be very respectful of our admin's time and knowing that they're not on the clock 24/7. Being able to do this, come with us and let's work something out. We don't want there to be problems. Okay, makeups, cancellation and withdrawal. Makeups are kind of hard for team because your teams don't have a night of practice that nobody comes to. We don't have a makeup night. So if you're a silver gymnast and you come 2 days a week, we don't have a third day of the week that we hold a silver class. So the importance of coming to your class that's scheduled is super, super important because it's so hard to try and make up. And when you're getting into your competition season, every practice matters. So do your best. We know things come up. We know there's family things and we believe, hey, family first. But let's also remember, okay, if you're missing practice, and a lot of practices, it's gonna show. We're gonna see it. And you know what? You're gonna see it, and you're gonna feel it. And you know where that's gonna take place? At a meet. Okay, so this is up to you. You kids too. Okay? Missing practice only if you absolutely have to. Withdrawals. Why do we have the withdrawal policy that we have? Because in the beginning of the year, I hire all these coaches based on our numbers. And, yep, and they are told, I'm going to give you a year's employment here. So I'm going to give them those hours, and in return, they're going to make that commitment to me and to you guys. And how am I going to pay for them? Because the tuition that's coming in. So if one person drops, think of the domino effect that has. I can't let a coach go or say, you know what, oh, somebody dropped, they're not continuing now, so now I can't pay you what I said I was going to pay you because now we aren't getting as much. So yes, we want that commitment because we commit back to you. And we've really fulfilled those commitments. So just to make this whole team season smooth for your kids, we want the same in return, okay? Team fees. Team fees are going to be distributed very differently this year. We're gonna tack in their state fees and their away meet. We know what they are. Year after year we think, maybe we won't have all 12 meets, or, you know, maybe we won't have these things happen. Well, they do. And even if we don't have all 12 meets, guess what? Our coaches don't get to go home. They don't go home in the middle of the day and then come back for the next meet. They're there. So they start at the state meet and they end the state meet, and they're there the whole duration. And typically, we know ahead of time what fees are. We did our best to go on their sites. They've been really good to us. So we know all of bronze and silver's meets. So if you're a silver and you're looking at this page right now, okay, DP is up there too. All right, your team fees for all of your meets and all of your fees and all of the away ones are calculated and divided into 5 installments now, not just 3. So your 5 installments for bronze and silver is going to be $237. Gold and platinum, $269, and DP $328. DP has an extra meet, and there aren't a lot of them. So, DP, I'm sorry. Season meet, state meet, not Wisconsin Dells meet. Sorry, that's a typo on there. You are not going to Wisconsin Dells. Gold, platinum, and DP, your away meet this year is Edgewater. Katie, do you want to?
She acts like she really, it's my dream come true.
Yeah.
But she looked everywhere, in every place, and every meet was like January 30th.
Tell them what happened with the one that we usually go to.
Yeah.
What happened?
Oh, yeah.
So, usually we go to Gasparilla. Gasparilla, great meet. They put on a fantastic show. It's organized, it's well done, it's the biggest gymnastics meet of the world, it's a good experience for our girls. But the stadium in which they're supposed to be holding it was ripped apart in the hurricane last year, and so they had to switch meet weekends to get into a different venue. That meet weekend is horrible for us, depending on when our state meet is. So we don't want to do that one this year. And so when we go ahead and we put our meet schedule together for the year, we like our meets to be spaced apart, 2 weeks apart. Sometimes we run a weekend back to back, but we like to do that methodically, not right at the end next to state, not right close to when our away meet is. So these are very methodical. We look mostly at the dates that are good and then the meets that we like. So we searched and we found a meet based on the survey that we did. Some of you didn't turn it in, but the ones that did. The upper level gold, platinum, and DP, an away meet, and not Wisconsin Dells. So please, we will change this. Do you want to call Evan and tell them to change this and see if she can change it on Go Motion before I have them sign it, because I don't want this to go up. Oh, so for Edgewater, it's a great time to have a meet.
And so like I'm kinda frugal. And I was on the Expedia app and it seems like very reasonably priced, and like we don't have to rent a car because you walk across the street and go compete at the convention center.
Yeah, tell them where it is.
Edgewater is in Panama City, Florida. So the upper Pan, yeah. The upper Pan.
That's what I wanted to hear. That was that.
But
Every
the
single one
meet,
of them was like beach.
the meet is extraordinary and great venue. A lot of people can stay
A
on
really good
site
host
and
team.
lots and lots of activities happening other than just your gymnastics meet in the area. So that is. If there's any additional fees or credits, that will come in February. So come tomorrow, I'm going to be registering for all the meets. I'm hoping that the meet schedule that I show you, that we have listed as tentative, will happen. Under a rare occasion, everybody might want the meet and I won't get in. And we'll let you know that as soon as possible. But then sometimes that might create a domino effect. So when I show you the meet schedule, I say tentative based on those reasons.
You want it to be Florida week or not?
Yes, Florida meet. Yeah.
Florida week.
Or how about Edgewater?
Edgewater.
Okay, what you're saying about we kind of know that we have 12 sessions.
It's for.
So she has it February. Is there any credits? Like if we did a, good foreseeable job with the budget, that'll just like, what's it called?
Right.
Divvy it up, and then you can use that for 3 zeros or whatever.
Okay. So
I know.
all the meets that you are going to get on your meet schedule are meets that you are going to be registered for. So when you see that meet schedule, you assume my child is registered for all of these meets. If you know you will not be going to the away meet or you will not be going to one of those meets, you have a wedding, you're going out of town, I need to know that by September 1st. It really creates a lot of havoc and a lot of administration nightmares when we have to take kids, shuffle kids in and shuffle them out once we have registered through USAG. It's tough, it's a lot. So if you know by September 1st you're not and you opt out, you will get your entry fee back only. All the other fees are going to be assumed and be absorbed by the entire team. It keeps it down. We've been able to really keep it down over the past few years because a lot of people have gone to the away meet and it's made it really affordable for everybody. Yeah, but you have to do it through email, not verbally. Your kids do not get to walk into the gym and tell your coach, hey, I'm not going to the Florida meet.
Talk to kids.
Holly would have to remember that. Then come and tell me that ain't happening. But
There's 30 kids in the area we're in, so no.
But what if that wasn't right? What if the parent, what? Why did you think that?
Yeah.
We are not getting it wrong. There will be no verbal, we're not going allowed. It has to be an email, and it has to be to Flyways North email. You have to get that. You have to also receive confirmation. We've received it. Okay? And then I will take you out of that meet. If I don't receive it by September 1st for the away meets, you are in that away meet. They have very strict guidelines as to when we can drop out and penalty fees. Now I don't want to pay them. We're going to be in. So if you know ahead of time, you must email us. Okay. We still last year had quite a few come just 2 weeks prior to our Florida meet and say, oh, I'm not going. So,
And she's the only one who can go on USAG and register and unregister people.
and unregistered people.
And like, you tell Kim something, she's like, if it's important, you will email it to me.
Yeah. Don't rely on our memories because we got a lot going on. I like it in print because I'll print it off and I'll keep it and I won't be able to dispute that. I'll see it in writing. So make sure that happens. So you'll see all the information for contact. If you're a gold, platinum, and DP, email Coach Katie, Coach Holly. If you're bronze and silver, Coach Angel. And if it's most other stuff, lobby for absences, and then the help email for administration reasons. Okay? All right, we have a behavior plan in effect for this season. We're not perfect. Our gymnasts aren't perfect. There's behaviors. The first behavior plan, we would like to just be able to resolve that behavior with the coach and the gymnast here in the gym. If it's something we don't feel parents need to be addressed with this behavior issue on the first time, we're not going to bother you with it. Very, very serious, and we think this warrants a parent knowing right away, we'll come to you. But if it's something that we feel we can handle in this gym, we will handle it. But we're going to write it out because we want the gymnast to know this shouldn't be an ongoing thing. Let's work it through. How could we handle it differently? What could we do instead? What's going on? Let's resolve this. If the behavior happens again, it's going to go to behavior plan number 2. Then you're probably going to have me in my office. And we're going to talk about it. And we're going to probably talk about it with the coach. And if it's not me, it's going to be a gym manager. And it's going to be a little bit more serious. Like, hey, we talked about this. The issue that we're having shouldn't exist anymore. Why is it happening again? And if the problem consists again, we go on to behavior plan number 3. And then we bring in your mom and dad. And then it's a serious meeting. Not 3 strikes, you're out. 3 strikes, we're talking about it. It's now serious. You don't understand that we need to address this and correct it and move on. Okay? Because girls, I want you to understand, there's a lot going on here in the gym. We want you to be here doing your gymnastics. And when behaviors get in the way and our coaches need to take that time away from other gymnasts, it's not fair. So, let's all just be really aware to be on our best behaviors and to correct these problems. So, I just want you parents to know ahead of time, it's the way we'll be handling it this year. We're
Don't
gonna
freak
see
out if
how
you
that
just get a
goes.
phone call. Fine. Not 3 strikes.
No, right. Fundraising, Booster Club. Oh my, they're wonderful. Wonderful. And then the Booster Club has grown immensely. Does the Booster Club want to say anything? Yeah.
Hi.
They're wonderful people. If you are on the Booster board, would you stand up?
Yeah, stand with me. Stand by myself.
Oh, okay. These people right here work very hard. Wonderful. Thank you so much for the opportunities that you give these gymnasts.
Right now we're doing penny worth in the lobby. If you've seen the jars set up, I did take everything home last night and did a 2-week tally. We have 2 weeks left. As of right now, we've raised $262.21. And Tricks and Bronze are in the lead with negative.
Are you serious?
Oh, that's easy. Come on.
Negative $3,567 pennies. So.
Wow, good job, Tony.
You're doing great. We have 2 weeks left. Keep coming. All of this is going to go into our general fund, which then supports everybody that's on Team Track at the end of the year. Last year we paid for fees for their mock meets and then the banquet fees. So it goes back to everybody, and then also just everybody that's on the Booster Club themselves will as well get something back as long as you're on your credit. So keep it all. I did bring more members
next one? Is it the quick trip cards? Oh, that's done.
Yep, it starts tomorrow.
Once again, thank you.
We did make the decision of volunteering for our events to everybody, even if you're not on the Booster Club. So our next event is going to be the Halloween dance. We will take volunteers that are also
And if you ever have any questions about the Booster Club,
email.
yeah, email them. Coaches, us, we are not supposed to be affiliated. I'm definitely not supposed to be affiliated. Kind of mucky waters that way. I will not have the information for you. Your coaches will not have the information for you. But they have a really great email. It's always posted out there. Email them, and they'll answer your questions. All right. Oh, can we see this? No. All right. All right. Okay. Oh, wow. Sorry. All right. So our first meet is October 3rd through the 5th. Gold for Gold Invitational. It's in White Bear. The next one is the Hardest Invite. We've been to that one before. I typically try and look for meets that only say Saturday and Sunday. A lot of them will say Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, but what I know is they probably won't fill because there's a few meets this other weekend, but we can't assume that. So when will we know today? About 2 weeks prior. But last year, some of them were pretty good because the meets filled up, so they were able to do their rosters a lot earlier. But if their meet doesn't fill up, they're gonna wait, and they're gonna wait until the last possible moment till it fills up, and then give us the schedule. So last year we were lucky. All right, then the Candyland Challenge, that's in Shakopee. Chalk It Up, we've been to every year, that's in Roseville. This year, the bronze and silver state meet is at the Minneapolis Convention Center. The state fairgrounds is being revamped. And then our Wisconsin Dells called the Vacation Classic. There's 2 of them. There's one in the beginning of January and one at the end. And then in April, we are taking silver back to regions. Yeah. It's a great experience. In our off season for bronze and silver, they're working a lot of upper skills, and we want to give them that chance to compete it at regions. We think it'll be a good boost for them. So we're gonna try it. We're gonna take them back to regions. Oh, regions. It's in Iowa.
This one's not new yet.
Well, silver, bronze, or Region 4 for Excel. Regions is in Sioux City, Iowa. Yep. Woohoo. The new way that they're doing it now. For years, 3 states had swapped regional championships: Minnesota, Wisconsin, and Iowa. Well, we have 7 states in our region. The other states have not wanted to opt in and take on the regional championships. But they requested, because parents are feeling bad if they're in North Dakota, and North Dakota never hosts the regional meets, why can't we have it in North Dakota? Well, no, North Dakota gyms want to opt in and host this big meet. So now what's happening is, if it's North Dakota's turn to host the regional meet, it has to be held in North Dakota. A North Dakota gym doesn't have to do it. Another gym from Minnesota can host it, but it has to be in North Dakota if it's their turn. So we will not see that lovely schedule of every few years regionals back in Minnesota.
I don't even
Which,
know where Nebraska
it's
is.
fair. Well,
They had corn on their leotard.
so, okay, here is your uppers. Like I said, peppermint twist is just for our DP levels. It'll be a good first meet for them. Then we'll move on to our January schedule. Go for Invite, we've been doing that for a few years, it's a good meet. The Twin Cities Invite, we've done that one before, we've done Legacy Luau. And then the Edgewater Classic, we love this date. We love that date. And then, after we come back, it'll be the Shamrock Shake, and it's a good meet to have before our state meet.
It's the last meet.
So it's the last regular meet of the season. The Excel Gold Platinum and DP State Championships are at the Minneapolis Convention Center, 21st through the 22nd. Then, regions are different. If you're a DP, your regions is first, and it's in Bettendorf, Iowa. And if you're an Excel, silver, gold, or platinum, like I said, it's April 17th through the 19th, and that's in Sioux City, Iowa. And then, lo and behold, if our level 9 gymnast competes at regions, we get to go on and we get to have our first Western Championship. In Boise, Idaho. All right, here is our practice schedule for the school year. This will begin September 8th and go until May 21st. Okay, if you're a coach with the schedules in hand, raise your hand. Coaches, you should have these. Okay. So, if you want to take a picture of the competition meets, remember, the competition schedule is what?